are watching CIOTV by Enterprise IT World, a production of Accent Infomedia.
Hello and welcome to CIO TV and Enterprise IT World MEA. This is day 2 of GITEX 2025. As always, as yesterday, we also got warning from the government that people should avoid the road to DWTC. And entering this space, I can see the vibe, the number of people, which is more than what I was expecting, what was there yesterday. As our duty goes, as our mandate goes, we have been catching up with senior leadership of various industries, various organizations to understand their strategy, their exhibitions here in this expo, and their key messaging. Now with me is Mr. Mohit Bector from ASUS. He takes care of business development and commercial department. Mohit, thank you very much for stepping into our booth and sitting alongside me to address the audience as to what ASUS has to offer, and particularly what you are expecting from this GITEX 2025.
Thank you very much for having me. Pleasure being here.
Thank you, Mohit. You have, as an organization, you have been joined here, coming to GITEX for many years, and I'm sure about it. What is the difference you are finding in 2025? And if I can go to you from from the company perspective, what are the innovations or flagship things that you are showcasing, and what are the regional partnerships you are unveiling to support the Middle East digital infrastructure and consumer tech ambitions?
So I believe we are currently living in a very, very exciting world when it comes to technology, because AI is something that is penetrating all different verticals, all different nations. And we are lucky to be in this region because our leadership here is embracing the AI like nobody else, globally. So with that, it is, as an OEM, it is our responsibility also to make sure that we bring that technology to the users, to the right people. And as ASUS, we have been the first to market with Ultra Series, AI Plus or Copilot Plus, devices even last year. What we are doing is we are bringing the silicon power on your desk, where you can power up and enjoy all your AI workloads, which are getting heavier and heavier by the minute. We have not got only CPU and GPU like traditional laptops and desktops used to have, even NPUs inside our devices. So we are definitely bringing those tools which the users are able to utilize and enjoy their entire or have the real efficiency of their AI workload also on their desk. Of course, we are not selling this directly to the customer. So channel landscape, channel partnerships are very, very important to us. We've got a partner landscape that is working with us for the last 5+ years in the region. And on top of those channel partners, we're also directly collaborating with some software companies to build a end-to-end AI product. So where we will also have, we'll be launching it soon, we will also have our AI PC with the preloaded AI software, which is developed and grown out of UAE. It's a UAE startup, and we are proud to sponsor or work with them as well. And it will be co-branded with ASUS and their logo. And it is going to be out of the box, fantastic AI experience, on-prem, on-device, for a standard user.
All right. So one point is that convenience, speed of the computing, the power of computing also by the usage of AI, ASUS is bringing into the consumers and the enterprises. What about power efficiency, energy efficiency, which is the moot point these days, because the devices are becoming smaller and people are expecting more power out of it for a longer period of work.
So with the advent of AI technology and the way all these AI algorithms are being written, it is, yes, you would have much better experience on a power GPU or GPU powered data center, because it is aligned towards parallel computing or parallel processing. But when we talk about on-prem, there is a certain, or when you're using a laptop, even when you have an AI workload running on a laptop, you need to have different kind of computes happening at the same time. If you're collaborating on for example, a Teams video call, you have your Outlook open, you have your Excel file. Some piece is going to utilize your CPU, some piece is going to utilize your GPU. or be more efficient that way. And that is where, in between this new technology piece that is coming in, which is called NPU or Neural Processing Unit, that is the one that is really dictating the efficiency of the entire device. Our Copilot Plus PC, which we launched last year, we have received enterprise class user feedback, is running more than 12 to 15 hours of battery. That is exactly the efficiency that we are talking about, because users today are not going to carry their charger everywhere. That's something that is not ideal. And with NPU coming in, they're able to last their existing battery watt hours much longer, even though doing more complex AI tasks than ever before. And we are proud to bring that to our user.
Excellent, Mohit. Mohit, I'll ask a very basic question. ASUS is known to be a product or a brand for the consumers. Now I can see that you are in the enterprise space and B2B market particularly. Uh, Now if you look at the GCC is a ground where all the new technologies are being adopted at the beginning, be it cloud computing, your edge computing, IoT, smart cities, everything is being mandated by GCC countries. The government is also supporting. How ASUS is taking part in these initiatives of the region, which can pole vault the brand identity of ASUS from being a consumer brand to enterprise brand?
I think you really hit the nail on the head there, because this is something, by the way, we're very proud of our gaming and consumer legacy, right? This is something
Absolutely.
that we started from scratch. Because if you remember 36 years back, when we started as a company, we started as a mass producing motherboard brand, the first to the market. Even today, our motherboards are more than 50, we have more than 50% market share over there. So we're all proud of that legacy. But when we decided to get closer to the customer, we did that with consumer, with gaming. Now, after 8 to 10 years of doing that, we realized, if you look at IDC market share, right, worldwide, more than 50% is commercial, is B2B. So we were also thinking that when we are doing the whole component manufacturing and quality control ourselves, when we are already number 2, number 3, number 1 in most of the consumer geographies and gaming geography, gaming we are number 1 anyway, why are we leaving that 52, 55% of market share, that pie, out there? So that's why 5+ years back, we decided to venture into B2B. We developed a whole portfolio from scratch in terms of re-engineering the devices. And then we are slowly setting up those global, those regional offices to get closer to the partners and the customers. You said it rightly, when we talk about this region likes to be number 1 in everything that they do, right? Look at Burj Khalifa, look at the AI ministry. We were the first to many of these things. So we are doing a lot of specific launches here as well. Some of those launches early next year, you would be hearing very loud and clear about also. Because for us, Middle East market is highly strategic. That is, I'm talking from the ASUS system business division perspective. If you look at our other division, which is OP platform or open platform, in terms of high performance computing, in terms of DGX computers, in terms of Ascent computers, they're also doing a lot of fuss over here. So we are really proud to be in this region. We really want to make sure that we are aligned well with the vision and leadership of this country, and we are bringing the right portfolio to the market at the right time as well.
Mohit, I'll just bringing a point here as to ASUS must be facing a lot of challenge in particular the commercial market, because already incumbent players are there. So it's a direct question to you, since you are in BD. What are the opportunities that you are seeing here? What are the challenges that you are seeing here, and how are you handling both the things?
I think that's my day-to-day job, really. This is something that I have to maintain a balance between, in terms of what kind of ambition that we carry internally. And I can tell you, one of the clear ambitions for us, for our business division, is that the clear vision is that this business division here is here to stay now. So there is more and more investment coming in from portfolio perspective. Our portfolio is expanding every 6 months, which means we are able to touch different user cases, user personas, use cases. We are able to enter new verticals. Similarly, there is more and more investment coming when we talk about resource planning or people on the ground. Our team has become almost double year on year. There is definitely a higher entry barrier when we talk about B2B space, because there is a lot more trust based. There are service components, there are brand trust components, there are IT managers who are used to working with a certain brands, and we totally respect that. We know that we are a challenger in this space right now, and that's where our strategy is also slightly different. So initially when we came in, we wanted to go or target more education and public sector vertical, because that is where Everybody is looking for value for money, and we were able to do that. In some of the countries in this region, we are able to hit double-digit market share as well in some of those verticals. Now, with expanding portfolio, we are confident because we have the partner landscape also. We are very happy to see a lot of partners who are eager and willing to participate with us and take our brand to their customers. So we will be venturing into a lot of private sector verticals very soon as well with our new portfolio and our channel partner strength. It is not easy, but once you really work hard towards it and you have a clear vision and a clear message to the market, you really see people reciprocating. And once we create something which is a success, once we make sure that our partners and customers are happy, we really want to take it to the world as well.
Mohit, as far as the partners are concerned, you had a completely different set of partners. So, who are in Computer Street, Computer Plaza. Now, for the B2B, you need the partners like ASUS, those are kind of value-added distributors. Uh, then your
SIs,
SIs, service providers. Are they ready to accept? Are they ready to onboard ASUS? And second, connected is that which are the sweet spot as far as the sectors are concerned, the markets are concerned, whether it is say gaming industry per se, game developers per se, where ASUS is more prevalent and preferred. Similarly, service sector, BPOs, KPOs, where there is not much of value addition needed.
True. So, answering your first part of the question, it is not easy. If you look at some of the tier 1 and even some tier 2, large tier 2 SIs or VARs in the region, why would they come to ASUS, right? When they are getting support from their existing vendors, why would they look at outside trying to, shake up an existing relationship which has been built over decades, not only years? But there are always gaps in there.
Yes.
Like when you are SIA working with a brand X, for example, the brand X is not able to support you in every single customer that you have in your install base. So there are always gaps. So we are trying to be very candid and open with these partners that if there is something that you want to work together on, we are happy to do that because we are also looking to add value to you. On the other hand, when we talk about verticals, like I said before, public sector and education are still our two strong pillars on which our entire strategy for the last 5+ years has been really performing well. Not only Middle East, if you look at some of the CIS regions or across EMEA, we've really had a lot of success cases. This year, our projection towards the end of the year, we are possibly growing more than 30% year on year, which is a fantastic result for us with this strategy. Going forward, we want to pick and choose some of the verticals, which of course vary from country to country, and then make a proper strategy with the product solution as well and the right partner choice for that vertical. So those is something that we are still evaluating for the next year. But even next year, when we will evaluate and have these private sector verticals, we will still have education and public sector as our two strong pillars going forward.
Excellent answer, Mohit. Mohit, I think you have got two mainstream computing lines, Pro, AT, and Rogue. I think, which are preferred by many of the students, even professionals these days. How are these product lines evolved to catch up with the expectation of the Gen Z kind of?
Different division.
Oh, that's a different.
This is a different. This is coming under consumer.
All right then. Okay, let's move to the last question. Now, every boardroom is concerned about ESG, sustainability. As far as your products development are concerned, life cycle management is concerned, even manufacturing concerned. How does the ASUS abide to that compliance?
So ESG, especially being in the manufacturing industry, being an OEM, of course, we are very, very concerned about it. It has been a message not only now, but even pre-COVID days. And we have tried to integrate most of these green and recyclable practices through our entire supply chain. If you look at our Taiwan headquarters, we are looking to make it completely carbon neutral by the year 2030. Saving electricity wherever possible, reforestation wherever possible. If you look at from our product portfolio also, most of our expert series, expert book and expert center are our commercial portfolio products. Most of them are EPEAT Gold, which means that in terms of power efficiency, they are right up there in the gold class. Also, not only now, if I talk about 2 years before, we had our B9, which was our flagship product at that time, which was the first carbon neutral product on the planet, which means whatever carbon emissions were happening during the production and supply chain of that were being offset by ASUS globally. So in a nutshell, I would say ESG is something that we are very, very careful about, we are very, very aware about, and we are taking steps and we have plans up till 2030, 2050 and beyond as well to make sure how do we get to a circular economy.
All right, Mohit, thank you very much. You have been excellent in answering all my questions, and wish you all the best for next couple of days in GITEX. Stitch new partnership and get hold of the new customers. Thank you very much for
My
coming
pleasure.
here.
Thank you for having me. Take care.